Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here to take my first look at Murders at Karlov Manor. So this particular box came from my local game store, right? So I paid $249.99 plus tax for this box, which is way more expensive than you can find it online, but I wanted to support my local game store and get access to the box early, so I consider it the price to pay. Now for that, I did get a Wojak Investigator buy a box promo card in the extended art form, so that's just like a little bit of a bonus. So fully sealed and intact. There's only 1,750 serialized cards in this set, so I don't expect to see one, but you never know. My local game store is actually the store that sold me the Kamigawa Neon Ink, or the red Neon Ink card, and it came from one of their boxes, so I know that they're not doing any kind of searching there. Whereas online, you never know if the store is opening up cases and dropping all of the boxes that were next to a serialized card. So let's go ahead and pull out our 12 packs here. Hoping for some invisible ink. Cereal would be great, but really just kind of want to experience the premium version of Karlov Manor. Opened up some pre-release kits, got to experience the set booster packs. So now I want to kind of experience the premium version. With that comes, of course, the premium glue. All right, so right up front, we're going to see ourselves a detective token. These are all going to be double-sided. So there you go. I got a Thopter on the other side. And our first card is going to be a Raucous Theater coming in the foil borderless. Very nice. And then behind that, we're going to see Niv Mizzet Guild Pack coming in the showcase treatment, followed by a Veiled Ascension coming in from the Commander series. And then we're going to see ourselves a Steam Core Scholar with a Haunted Bone Brute coming in from the main set. Now behind this, I believe everything else will be common or uncommon. We'll go through a few packs. So we got a Cruel Whipcracker, followed by an On the Job. And then we're going to see ourselves a Swamp, followed by a Cease and Desist. And then we're going to see ourselves a Perimeter Enforcer with a Lead Pipe. And then we're going to see a Nervous Gardener, followed by a Shock. And then we're going to see Bite Down on Crime, followed by a Repeat Offender. All right, so there you go. Pack number one. All rares, no mythics. I guess that's all right. There's bound to be some mythics in this box. All right, so first up, we got ourselves a Thopter, followed by a Delaney Streetwise Lookout. This is not the Neon Ink. This is just going to be a foil mythic showcase. And then behind that, we're going to see an Audience with Trostani in the showcase form, followed by Final Word Phantom from Commander. And then we're going to see an Illicit Masquerade coming in as extended art with a Wojak Investigator. That's the buy a box promo. And then we're going to see ourselves a Deduce in showcase with a Murder in showcase, an Island, followed by Case of the Trampled Garden, a Fey Flight, Torch the Witness, Gravestone Strider. And then we're going to see a Benathic Criminologist with an Offender at Large and an Unscrupulous Agent in the back. Apologize for the excessive glare on the Wojak Investigator. There we go. Stick them down there. All right, so we got ourselves another Detective, followed by an Illicit Masquerade in foil extended art. And then we're going to see ourselves an Alquist Proft Master Sleuth coming in and showcase as a mythic with an Innocence Researcher an Innocuous Researcher coming in from the Commander subset. And then we're going to see ourselves a Relive the Past in extended art with a Blood Splatter Analysis coming in at foil. And then we're going to see an On the Job, Karul Whipcracker, a Forest, Aftermath Analyst. We're going to see ourselves the Hustle and Bustle with a Night Drinker Mori, with a Vitu Ghazi Inspector, an Escape Tunnel, and then we're going to see the Projector Inspector with a Griffnaut Tracker in the back. All right. Starting to get a feel for these packs as far as how they're laid out. All right, one more Detective with an Archdruid's Charm coming in, an extended art. Really like that artwork. And then we're going to see ourselves an Elegant Parlor coming in from the Land Cycle, followed by Tangle Grove Kelp from Commander with an Axebane Ferox. And then we're going to see Kylox Visionary Inventor coming in from the main set. With a Deadly Complication, Makeshift Binding, The Plains, Hard-Hitting Question, Eliminate the Impossible, Case of the Burning Masks, Tunnel Tipster, with a Granite Witness, Celebrate Confiscation, and Hotshot Investigators. What do you all think of this set so far? Pre-release was last weekend. Formal release should be today, as of when you're watching this video. Have you had a chance to play with these cards? Do they remind you of any particular set from the past? Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so this one kicks off with a World Souls Rage coming in the foil showcase treatment, with a Vanifair Evolved Enigma Mythic coming in the showcase treatment. And then we're going to see ourselves an On the Trail from Commander with a Lamplight Phoenix, and then we're going to see a 10th District Hero, followed by Fanatical Strength, Slice from the Shadows, a Mountain, Magnetic Snuffler, Private Eye, Long Goodbye, They Went This Way, a Goblin Mask Maker, Makeshift Binding, and a Cold Case Cracker. All right, sliding into pack number 6. This will take us halfway through the box. All right, so we got ourselves the Clue token with a Vein Ripper, and this one is going to have the invisible ink. Try and get it just right. That's probably the best I can do, but very cool to see one of those come in from a Mythic. All right. So let me just put that down there, and they do feel a little bit different on the surface. So we got a Yara's Roar of the Old Gods, followed by an Armed with Proof. Then we're going to see ourselves a Treacherous Greed, followed by a Steam Core Scholar. Then we got Call a Surprise Witness, Curious Cadaver, Island, Buried in the Garden, Furtive Courier, Concealed Weapon, a Gadget Technician, Red Herring, Fanatical Strength, and an Unauthorized Exit. All right, so there we go. 6 packs in, and we got ourselves our first Invisible Ink. Now let's see if we can get 2 in a single box. Not sure what the pull rates are on those as far as what other people are seeing, but I do have quite a few of these boxes on order, so we'll do a comprehensive comparative analysis after I've opened all of them. So we got the Detective with Assemble the Players. Then we're going to see ourselves a Kellen Inquisitive Prodigy coming in. And then we're going to see ourselves a Show-Stopping Surprise with a Connect the Dots. And behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Shadowy Backstreet coming in from the Land Cycle with a Slice from the Shadows, a Deduce, a Forest, Greenbelt Radical. Then we're going to see a Soul Search with a Wrench, Shady Informant, Rubble Belt Maverick, Toxin Analysis, and a Hazda Vigilante. Still not sure which cards from this set are going to be the breakaway hits. There's definitely some good cards in here, but from a pre-release pricing perspective, nothing is just taking off. Say, for example, like a Mondrak in March of the Machine. Everyone knew that card was going to be amazing as soon as it hit the ground. So we've got a Thopter, followed by Krenzo's Buzz Crusher. And then we're going to see a Raucous Theater in non-foil borderless with Nelly Borka Impulsive Accuser Mythic coming in from Commander. And then we're going to see No Witnesses, followed by Reenact the Crime. Then we're going to see Demand Answers with Not on My Watch, a Mountain, a Rope, Gleaming Gear Drake with a Not on My Watch again, Fairy Snoop. Then we're going to see a Murder with a Make Your Move and a Reasonable Doubt. This is like Magic the Gathering, Law and Order. All right, so we got another Detective with a Ley Line of the Guild Pack. Very cool to see that. Then we're going to see ourselves a Homicidal Investigator with a Merchant of Truth, Merchant of Truth coming in from Commander, with an Urgent Necropsy Mythic Extended Art, with a War Leader's Call coming in from the main set. And then we're going to see ourselves a Culvert Ambusher, Fanatical Strength, followed by the Island, Coerce to Kill, Soul Intervention, Curious Inquiry, Public Thoroughfare, with a Slice from the Shadows, and a Museum Night Watch, with a rubber belt braggart in the back. He was hiding. All right up front, we got ourselves a clue, followed by the Steam Core Scholar. And then we're going to see another land here. We got the Thundering Falls, non-foil, followed by Duskana the Rage Mother. A lot of talk about this card. Very cool. Mother Bear and her cubs. And then we're going to see ourselves a Cryptic Coat, followed by Ezram, Agency Chief. And then we got ourselves Dramatic Accusation, Auspicious Arrival, the Plains, the Detective Satchel, the Undercity Eliminator, Mistway Spy, Topiary Panther, Galvanize. Then we're going to see a Novice Inspector with a Dramatic Accusation in the back. All right, so we are down to 2 packs, still only 1 Invisible Ink card. Obviously no serialized in here, at least not yet. All right, so we got ourselves the Clue Token with an Officious Interrogation coming in the foil showcase, with an Anzrag's Rampage coming in non-foil showcase, with an Unshakable Tail. Then we're going to see ourselves a Haunted Bone Brute with an Anzrag's Rampage. I'm going to mess that up all the time. And then we're going to see ourselves a foil showcase Murder. That looks pretty cool. And then we got ourselves Unauthorized Exit with a Forest, followed by a Pompous Gadabout with a Knife. And then we're going to see a Sanctuary Wall with a Magnifying Glass, Person of Interest, Agency Kroner, and an Inside Source. All right, final collector booster pack. Then we'll step into a limited MTG box analysis. Obviously, being release day, I don't have any price trends. So we'll just kind of go over what are the prices of this box on release day and find out, at least for the moment, if the $249 I paid was way too much. All right, so we got ourselves a clue, followed by Anzrag the Quake-Mole. This is just foil, no invisible ink, but a nice mythic nonetheless. And then we're going to see ourselves Judith Carnage Connoisseur, followed by Unexplained Absence. I like how they did that. And then we're going to see ourselves Leyline of the Guild Pack with Vanifair Evolved Enigma, again, a mythic from the main set. Then we're going to see Not On My Watch, followed by Coerce to Kill, a Swamp, Tin Street Gossip, Slimy Dual Leech. Then we're going to see a Sudden Setback with an Undercover Crocladelph, Pick Your Poison, a Suspicious Detonation, and a Behind the Mask. All right, so let's go behind the mask and jump into the MTG box analysis. Let's get things started by reviewing the contents of the box. Using this chart, we can see the cards that we were eligible to see shaded in gray, the non-foils we actually pulled in green, and the foils in orange. In the non-foil space, we were only eligible to see Showcase, Dossier, Borderless, and Extended Art cards from the main set, and a subset of 47 Extended Art cards from the Commander subset. We ended up seeing 13 non-foil Showcase, 7 Dossier, 4 Borderless, as well as 12 Extended Art cards from the main set and 11 from Commander. In the foil space, we saw between 13 and 16 cards for each of the colors of Magic in standard frame, along with 13 more foil Showcase, 4 Dossier, and 1 foil Borderless. Today's box only contained a single invisible ink card, but it did contain 5 foil Extended Art cards from the main set and 1 from the Commander subset. We did not see any special guests or serialized cards in today's box. Moving into coverage, in the non-foil space, we saw 36 unique cards from the 123 cards we were eligible to obtain from the main set, giving us 29% coverage. From the Commander subset, we saw 11 non-foil Extended Art cards out of a possible 47, giving us 23% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 125 of the 413 cards that we were eligible to pull from the main set, giving us 30% coverage. From the Commander subset, we saw 1 Extended Art card out of a possible 8, which gave us 13% coverage. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in today's box we saw 73% of the commons and 20% of the uncommons that we were eligible to see in non-foil from the main set. We also picked up 29 of the 69 rares for 30% coverage and 3 non-foil mythics for 13% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 62% of the commons and 34% of the uncommons, and we also picked up 20 foil rares for 14% coverage and 4 foil mythics for 7% coverage. From the Commander subset, we saw 10 of the 39 rares for 26% coverage and 1 non-foil mythic for 13% coverage. In the foil space, we didn't see any rares, but we did pick up 1 more foil mythic for 13% coverage. In the end, this box contained 51 rares and 9 mythics in 12 packs. Before getting into the value of today's collector booster box, let's take a look at the current value of the set. This chart displays all 460 cards that you can pull from a collector booster pack using non-foil market prices as of release day, February 9th, 2024. Currently, the set contains 21 cards valued over $10. 8 of these are going to be coming from the main set, 12 of these are going to be invisible ink, and 1 of these is going to come from the Commander subset. In addition to these 21 cards, there are 7 serialized cards numbered 1 through 250, giving this set a total of 1,750 chase cards. The set also contains 16 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 109 cards in the $1 to $5 range. The other 314 cards are valued under $1. A full set of the 413 main set cards has a market value of $774.89. The 47 Commander cards have a market value of $78 even, giving the Murders of Karlov Manor 460 card set a grand total value of $852.89 on release day. Now let's recap the actual observed value that we saw in today's box, starting off with a look at the non-foils. We ended up only seeing 1 non-foil card valued over $10 in today's box, and it was the Leyline of the Guild pack valued at $10.73 in extended art. We picked up 2 cards in the $5 to $10 range, and we saw 13 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 31 non-foils in the box are currently valued under $1. In the foil space, we did much better, seeing 5 cards valued over $10, including the Extended Art Archdruid's Charm, the Extended Art Leyline of the Guild pack, the Invisible Ink Vein Ripper, the Dossier Showcase Delaney Streetwise Lookout, and the Dossier Ansrag Quake-Mole, valued at $23.64. We also picked up 3 cards over $5 in value and 12 cards valued between $1 and $5. The other 113 foils in the box are currently valued under $1. So how did this box perform? Well, the market price for this box on release day, February 9th, 2024 is $184.30. The Murders at Karlov Manor Collector Booster Box contains 12 packs, each with 15 cards, allowing you to see 180 cards plus tokens. At this time, market pricing is not available for the tokens, so I can't tell you what their value is. However, the current market value of the 12 Extended Art Commander cards is $20.19. The 12 full art basic lands that we saw are valued at $4.06. The 63 commons that we pulled are valued at $11.86 combined, and the 45 uncommons are valued at $10.66. Now, the 41 main set rares that we pulled have a combined value of $108.83, and our 7 mythics are valued at $78.71. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $234.31 in card market value, which is $50.01 over the market price for the box, which means that this box returned 127% of the market price in card value. Unfortunately for me, I paid $249.99 at my local game store for this box, so this box was a loss. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 25 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $178.27, which means that those 25 cards represent 76% of the total box value, but only 97% of the market price for the box. So far, things are not looking so great for the Murders at Karlov Manor. I paid $249.99 at my local game store on pre-release night, which was a little bit high. But 1 week later, you can pick up these collector booster boxes for less than $185 on TCG Player. If you're going to pick some up, I do have an affiliate link for TCG Player in the description of the video. Please consider clicking it before purchasing singles and sealed boxes, as it's a great way to support the work I do here without costing you a penny. I do have a few more collector boxes on the way, as well as play boosters and a few more pre-release kits, and of course the Clue Edition. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the box openings, arena codes, and of course the MTG box analysis. Until next time, do something amazing. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.